Welcome to the Natural Podcast, where we explore the depths of holistic health, uncovering the interconnectedness of our emotions, mind, body, and spirit. This podcast is dedicated to individuals who are on a quest to uncover their truth, understanding their genetic and spiritual DNA, and learning how to harness this knowledge to achieve optimal health. But this isn't just another health podcast. Natural Podcast is here to ignite a spark of hope within you, reminding you of your innate potential for greatness. You are pure love, capable of living life to its fullest expression. Are you ready to embark on a transformational journey to achieve optimal health? Welcome to the Natural Podcast. So excited to be here like always. I'm going to continue on from last episode where we spoke about last Monday episode or Tuesday episode, whenever I released it. What we're going to be talking about is Scorpio season, because that's what we're in at the moment. Last episode, we spoke about Scorpio, what it comes up with, the misalignments that can happen, not just for Scorpios, sun sign Scorpios, but because we are in Scorpio season. Like I say, as above, so below. As the sun is in Scorpio, it's affecting our energy, it's affecting our body, our mind, our soul, right? So I'll just do a little quick recap on Scorpio. It's the 8th sign. Scorpio is ruled by Pluto. It's a water sign. It's a fixed sign. And if you want to know more about it, what the impacts it has on the health, listen to the episode that I did prior to this one. I think it was 2 episodes prior to that one, the solo episode, and that will talk to you about more Scorpio season things. But what I want to sum up today is kind of like, well, what do we do? What do we do during Scorpio season? I know I mentioned a little bit that episode, but let's go into a little bit more depth in regards to food, nutrition, and so forth, right? I'm going to go back into and regroup what we spoke about. So we spoke about Scorpio's absolutely essential to detox. So if you're thinking about a time to detox, it's Scorpio season. To eliminate, we need to eliminate. If you're constipated, if you're not sweating, this is the season to shit, literally. Go to the toilet, release it all, sweat it all out, because Scorpio is all about the elimination process, eliminating things out of our system, right? So the need to sweat, what can you do? We can do some body scrubbing, we can exercise, we can run, we can go to the sauna, we can sit in the sun in a safe environment and sweat it out, right? The other thing that's really beneficial is fasting. So if you've been thinking about, should I fast now? Should I not fast? If you are in a healthy state and able to fast where blood sugar isn't an issue for you, because some people can be an issue, this is the time to fast. Include a bit more fasting in your lives. Start with, maybe 10 hours fasting if you've never done it before, then 12 hours, and then move to 14 and 16. See if you can do a 24-hour fast in a safe environment, of course, right? Don't just jump into from never fasting to doing like 24, 36-hour fasts. I know some people can do it, but talk to your health professional to make sure it's the right thing to do for you. So fasting is absolutely beneficial during Scorpio season. The other thing is Scorpios like to hold on to things. So it's about, have you booked in a counseling session, a psychologist session, a hypnotherapist session, whatever it looks like for you to remove any emotional blocks, any mental blocks. Because when I talk about detoxing, I'm not just talking about physical detoxing, I'm also talking about emotional, mental detoxing. Scorpio season is all about transformation. And if you've been feeling a bit like, oh my gosh, there's so much happening in my life, and I feel like people are leaving my life, I'm losing a job, I'm losing money, I'm losing whatever it is, it's kind of like you're not losing it, it's being transformed into something else. The energy is changing during Scorpio season. It's transgending into another state. The energy is moving around. This is why I love Scorpio, because it's all about what Scorpio season literally does is brings everything that was been under the carpet to the surface and goes, hello, now this is your shit to deal with. And we have to deal with it, right? Sometimes it's got to do with being constipated for months, and it's like, well, now's your time to deal with that constipation during Scorpio season. Any emotional issues, now's your time to deal with it during Scorpio season. So the other thing is also Scorpios can hold on to toxins. Release them, let it out, talk to a healthcare professional, get onto that liver cleanse, get onto the gut cleanse, get onto fasting, get onto elimination, right? Any keyword that we're going to use during Scorpio season, I think would be the keyword to use during this season is eliminate, right? If that's eliminating foods from your diet, if that's eliminating people from your life, if that's eliminating any burden that you have in your life, if that's eliminating whatever it may seem like, some type of habits that you've gained throughout the year, this is the time to eliminate and transform this into something else. It's your opportunity because the sun is giving you the energy, it's giving you the vitality to be able to do that. It's actually supporting you to eliminate. So why not take advantage of it? This is why I love working with astrology, and medical astrology in particular, because it's the sun, whatever zodiac sign it's in, it's giving us the energy, the vitality to assist us to heal. And Scorpio is allowing us to transform, to eliminate, to remove, to bring up things that have been sitting there and, have been sitting there and brewing, and it's time to release. Like I said, the great word to release is sweating. Get your sweat on. Exercise. The best way to sweat, some people it's walking, they sweat. Some people it's running. Some people it's doing a HIIT workout. Some people it's literally being in a sauna. Whatever that looks like for you, just sweat. Sweat, baby, sweat. So the other thing is also diet-wise. What we can look at during Scorpio season is the benefit from fasting and elimination again, right? So what does fasting look like for you during this season, and what does elimination look like for you? Some people, it might be eliminating fatty foods. Some people, it may be eliminating takeout, not so healthy takeout. Not all takeout is bad, but eliminating chocolate, lollies, chips, cakes, whatever it is for you. Some people might just be avocados because they just want to eliminate them. Whatever it looks like for you, this is the time to eliminate and cleanse. The other beneficial thing would be avoiding heating and stimulating foods during Scorpio season, avoiding too many drugs, because Scorpios tend to hold on to this. So it's interesting because you may be taking some supplements or medication and you might get a feel and be like, you know what, I feel like I need to drop this dosage. Talk to your healthcare professional, of course, always. I'm not saying to drop any of your medication or any of your medicines that you're on or supplements, but you may get the feel of being like, I might need to take less of this. The other thing that's really beneficial is dark red foods. We're talking about beetroot, and I'm going to be talking about beetroot in a research study soon, right? We're talking about beetroot, plums, berries, cherries, red cabbage, so forth. It's interesting because this Scorpio season, I've been craving berries. Absolutely craving berries. Also beetroot. I've been eating so much beetroot. Love it roasted in salads. So yummy. But you can also have it raw. The other thing also is avoiding what's beneficial for Scorpios and during Scorpio season is avoiding any excess salty foods. Examples like bacon, sausages, and so forth would be beneficial to avoid them. Add in more fresh fruit, vegetables, oranges, lemons, rhubarb, and so forth. Rhubarb because of the color, the dark red. These are all beneficial for Scorpios. The salt for Scorpio is calcium sulfates. So we want to look at including calcium sulfates foods during Scorpio seasons. We're talking about onions, asparagus, garlic, mustard greens, leeks, radish. Been having so much radish in my salads lately. Absolutely love it. It also helps. Radish is just amazing. It's so easy to grow. Anyway, cauliflower, figs, cherries. Oh my gosh. One of my mates was just saying that she was just picking some cherries and I saw them at the shops. I'm just like, cherry season, it's time. Absolutely love them. Prunes, gooseberries, and so forth. These are all beneficial calcium sulfates foods for Scorpios, for Scorpio season. Some supplements, please talk to a healthcare professional before you take any of these supplements. These are just some supplements that are beneficial for Scorpios, include zinc, essential fatty acids, vitamin Bs, antioxidants, and selenium in particular for Scorpios. So now that I kind of bombarded you with like supplements, foods, treatment things that may be beneficial during Scorpio season, these are things to take in consideration. But what I want you to get, the number one key for Scorpio season is eliminating. What are you eliminating? So listening to this podcast, you may be thinking, I'm just going to stop right now. You can pause this podcast, write down on your phone, write down on a piece of paper, if you want to do it old school, is write down maybe 3 things that you can eliminate during this season, because you are going to be supported. This is what you need to understand. The sun is in Scorpio. It's going to support you to eliminate and dive deep into eliminating whatever that is. It could be, like I mentioned before, it could be foods, it could be supplements, it could be people, it could be habits. whatever you want to eliminate, I'll write down 3 things and try to stick to it and see how you go with that. It could even just be one simple thing you want to try and eliminate. But there's some things that you may be able to assist you during Scorpio season. We spoke about some foods, some supplements, some potential lifestyle factors that you can include to help you during the Scorpio season. I love astrology and how it can assist us to live healthy and optimal, and that's the spiritual DNA that I always talk about, because when we're born on this earth, the stars, the sun, the moon, all these planets are in such beautiful places that shine on us as we take our first deep breath as little babies. Like, just thinking about that moment is so magical, and it definitely has an impact on us, on our soul, on our health. So yes, if you're born with the sun in Scorpio, these are definitely some things to take in consideration. But even if you're not, we go through these periods during the whole year. We have 12 periods during the whole year, 12 signs, zodiac signs that impact us and allow us to give us energy and vitality during that period. And now we're in Scorpio season to give us vitality and shine for elimination. All right, cool. Now we'll go into the fun part, the research. And I spoke about beetroot. Beetroot is absolutely amazing for Scorpios. Brilliant. But I want to be talking about something really interesting with beetroot, because we're talking about Scorpio season. Scorpios are known for their sexuality, their deepness, their darkness, their sexual drive, their sensuality. They're known for that. So I thought, why not do a research study on how to improve potentially your sexual health, right? This is for males and females. So the Romans actually are said to have used beetroot and its juice as an aphrodisiac. Like back in the days, this is what they used. So I thought, why beetroot? Well, the reason is because it's the richest source of dietary nitric oxide that's been tested in clinical studies. There are other things like rocket and spinach that's also been tested, but beetroot is the highest. How interesting is that? And it's like, Mihaela, well, why nitric oxide? How's nitric oxide going to help? Well, beetroot has the ability to improve blood flow and can benefit the circulatory system in our body of the heart and the blood vessels. Blood vessels, absolutely necessary for sexual health. We think about males. They need their circulatory system, their blood vessels to work to get an erection, right? But so do females. To get any blood flowing there, to get a libido, to have an orgasm is absolutely necessary to have blood flow and circulatory system on point, and improves their sexual function for both men and women. There's other things that it does also, but one of the key things is the blood, increases blood flow, and potentially in males, not potentially, it's been researched that it helps with erectile health. Like I said, beetroot is absolutely high in nitrates, which then in the body is converted into nitric acid that helps relax our blood vessels and improves blood flow. Equals erection, equals orgasm, equals absolutely amazing sex life for most individuals. There are so many other factors that impact libido and sexual health. This is just one aspect. I'm not saying, you're going to be having beetroot and all of a sudden your sex life is going to go through the roof. Look, it may, if the issue is blood flow and circulation, if that is the issue, yeah, definitely. But if there are other emotional aspects to it, that's something else that you may need to work on. The other part is beetroot can help with improved circulatory system. So there are studies that indicated that beetroot can help reduce blood pressure due to its high nitrate content, but also overall improvement in cardiovascular health. And because circulation is important for sexual arousal and responsiveness in both males and females, the regular consumption of beetroot can indirectly, this is what this research study is saying, indirectly support sexual function by promoting better blood flow throughout the body, right? So that's just kind of how beetroot, or particular beetroot juice, may be able to assist you in the bedroom. I always make a joke and I say, if you're going on a first date, second date, or if you're going out with your partner or you're having date night and you really want to get in the mood, have a shot of beetroot juice, and it's so funny. It's like, what type of shots are you going to have? Alcoholic shots? Probably not, because they might actually reduce your sexual function. And for most males, it might actually reduce their chance of, or increase their chance of erectile dysfunction. alcohol. So don't have shots of alcohol, have shots of beetroot juice. I want to get it out there. Like, I want to make memes and be like, on your first date or on date night, shots of beetroot juice, because that will get you going. But yeah, essentially, the reason why is because we spoke about the nitrates and nitric oxide and so forth. But whilst I'm talking about beetroot juice, I also want to talk about other things that can impact it. There's going to be a double whammy. So I spoke about the research study about beetroot assisting with sexual function, but now I'm going to talk about the potential downfalls of mouthwash impacting your sex life. Yes, mouthwash can have a huge downfall impact on your sex life, especially for males with their erectile dysfunction, but also for females. Because what you have to remember is, nitrate, NO3, is converted to nitrite, NO2, by bacteria in your mouth found in saliva. So remember, for you to convert nitrate, NO3, to convert it to nitrite, NO2, it uses bacteria found in your saliva, found in our mouth. So if our mouth health is not at its optimal, we're not be able to convert it. So therefore, we're not going to get the benefits of beetroot and potentially beetroot juice to our sexual health. So for a good sex life, for a good orgasm, for an erection, for arousal for females, do not use mouthwash. Please, especially antiseptic mouthwash. This is going to kill your sex life. I don't know if you've heard that before, but I'm here to tell you mouthwash is going to kill your sex life because it hinders the conversion of nitrates, NO3, to nitrites, NO2, because it kills your bacteria in your mouth that helps with this conversion. So this research study, the title is called Antiseptic Mouthwash, the Nitrate, nitric oxide pathway and hospital mortality. This was found in a paper in 2020 in Intensive Care Medicine, a peer-reviewed journal, which looked into mouthwash and the impacts it has on converting nitrate to nitric oxide, potentially the whole pathway. So the conclusion of this was nothing to do with sexual health, but the link is there, right? The conclusion was because antiseptic mouthwashes eradicate the oral bacteria flora, this nitric oxide generating pathway is abolished, which may result in nitric oxide deficiency, which can cause potentially leading to life-threatening complications such as strokes, but even sepsis. So this is extreme. This is linking mouthwash to strokes and even sepsis. But I've also made the link above to our sexual function, to our circulatory system, but also our blood flow with the beetroots not being able to be converted. So therefore our sex life goes down, 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 down. So next time you see that mouthwash, or if you're seeing someone or your partner uses mouthwash and they have some issues with their erectile dysfunction, or even females, they may have some libido issues or orgasm, unable to reach orgasm, or libido, or anything along those lines. It's like, are you using mouthwash? Are you using an antiseptic mouthwash? Because this may be killing your sex life. Get that? I want to see, you know what I want to see? I want to see you getting mouthwash, making a little video, getting the mouthwash, chucking it in a bin, and tagging for a better sex life, and tag me in it, because this is going to help you. Because if you do two things right, if you remove that mouthwash and then add beetroot juice or shots into your life, let me know, has your sex life improved? I really want to know. This is Scorpio season. I mean, Scorpios are all about sexual health, the dark, mysterious underworld. I want to know, has your sex life improved by removing mouthwash and including beetroot shots in your life? This is amazing. I know a lot of people probably don't talk about this, but this is why I'm here, to give you a bit of information, link it to medical astrology, link it to research papers, and then improve your sex life. I mean, life couldn't get any better, right? There you have it. Let me know if there's any topics that you want me to cover, talk about. I'm always here to think about outside the box, to get you to reach optimal health. Yes, and this episode has been about sex life. I mean, look, it is all about optimal health. But yeah, if there's any topics that you want me to talk about, please contact me. The best way to contact me is on Instagram. I will try my best to get back to you as soon as I can. for any potential topics. But yes, enjoy this episode. I hope that you've written down some things that you want to eliminate from your life. One of them would be a mouthwash. That's antiseptic mouthwashes. All right. On that note, I'll chuck in there, a really good mouthwash is green tea. Make green tea, brew it, let it cool down, and then use green tea as a mouthwash. Absolutely amazing that you have a little bit of a special thing there. But yes, look, thank you for joining us on Natural Podcast. And remember, you are pure love, capable of living life to its fullest expression.
Content and information provided here is opinion of Mihaela and is for information purposes only and does not constitute medical advice. It is not intended to provide medical advice or take the place of medical advice or any current treatment you're undertaking. Consult your own medical professionals for any medical issues that you may be having. This entire disclaimer also applies to any guests or contributors to the Natural Health Podcast. It is advised that you consult your doctor or healthcare professional in relation to any health concerns you may be having. Mihaela does not take responsibility for any health consequences which occur from a person listening, viewing, or reading this content. And in the circumstances shall the Natural Podcast, Mihaela Raguse, any guest or contributor to the Natural Podcast, or any employees, associates, or affiliates of Mihaela Raguse be responsible for damages arising from the information provided on the Natural Podcast. By listening to this podcast, you agree not to use this podcast as medical advice to treat any medical conditions in either yourself or others. Please note, if you're taking prescription, do not stop your medication or start a new protocol, including but not limited to supplements, diet, lifestyle changes without consulting a doctor or healthcare professional. If you or any person has a medical concern, you should consult with your healthcare provider or seek other professional medical advice. Never disregard professional medical advice or delay in seeking it because of something that you have read or heard on the Natural Podcast or in any linked materials. If you think you may have a medical emergency, call your doctor or emergency services immediately. Neither Mihaela Raguse nor the publisher of this content takes responsibility for the possible health consequences of any person or persons reading or listening or following the information in the educational content.